Okay, so we are focused to the first lesson in lesson 6 here. Okay, what is the meaning of a covalent bond cleavage? Okay, so this covalent bond cleavage, we must be focused on what? Okay, either breaking bond, second part for forming bond, means covalently bond must be break together. So covalently bond must be have shares of the electron. When the reaction occur, so this part is the breaking, and after breaking, the forming bond will occur again. So the covalent bond must be break into two types, either homolytic and second part is the heterolytic. Okay, how we differentiate either homo and hetero? The character of homolytic, the first thing, it must be occur non-polar bond. Means it must be have two atoms similar electronegative. For example, chlorine atom covalently bond together. So this cleavage occur. So this cleavage type is we can call homolytic cleavage because both chlorine atom have a same electronegative, and this breaking bond will occur symmetrically, and it will give a product of the unpair of the electron. So means, okay, if this covalently bond occur, so this drawing or X bonding with X. So we know that the each atom X here have their own electron. So one electron will give toward itself. So our arrow, I use the half-headed arrow, means one electron given to it and another one electron given to another atom. So the second half-headed arrow. So the product can be formed X atom, but they have one unpair of the electron. So this unpair of the electron we can call free radical species. So this process occur we can classify as a homolytic cleavage. So, according this homolytic cleavage, the main energy we use must be ultraviolet or sunlight. This sunlight, the function is used to provide the energy to homolytic cleavage occur to ensure the free radical species form. So, for example, the cleavage occur between two carbon atoms, so we can have a carbon free radical, or the covalently bond break between carbon and hydrogen, so the carbon unpair and also the hydrogen free radical. So next, the factor affects stability. The formation of the free radical species is the alkyl group. Means the more the alkyl group, so it will, okay, help to reduce the electron deficiency. So it will stabilize the free radical. So as a conclusion here, the larger the alkyl group attached to the carbon free radical, so why I label tertiary? Because the carbon free radical here, carbon have one unpair covalently bond with a methyl group. So if we have this alkyl group, okay, the greater the alkyl group, it will stabilize the carbon-free radical. So the tertiary carbon-free radical more stable than secondary carbon-free radical, primary carbon-free radical, and methyl-free radical. Okay, so how about the heterolytic cleavage? This heterolytic cleavage must be occur between polar bond. So the covalently bond must be unequal sharing of the electron pair. Means the breaking bond must be occur unsymmetrically. So basically it will form the charge either negatively charged and another one must be positively charged. So this heterolytic cleavage must be have different electronegativity atom. Okay, so if I convert into the example, for example, I have the bonding carbon and chlorine. Okay, refer for this example. Okay, so the cleavage occur between the side of carbon and chlorine. If this chlorine the greater electron density, so the electronegativity is almost attract toward the chlorine atom. So this covalently bond have a 2 electron will given directly toward to the chlorine atom. So we must use the full-headed arrow. Finally, chlorine have 2 electron, we can call pair of the electron, and the carbon does not enough electron. So this carbon we can call carbocation because carbon consists positively charged and chlorine become negatively charged. So these covalently bond occur according to the polar bond. So, we compare the formation of the stability of the carbon carbocation, the factor also same according to the alkyl group. So, the greater the alkyl group, it will reduce the electron deficiency of the carbon carbocation. So, we compare here. Tertiary carbocation means the C plus covalently bond with 1, 2, 3 alkyl group. So when it have a 3 alkyl group, it will increase the stabilize of the carbon carbocation. So tertiary carbocation is a more stable than secondary primary carbocation and also the methyl carbocation. But another part, the heterolytic cleavage occur, for example, the polar bond between carbon and lithium. Lithium is the more electropositive element. So this arrow is incorrect. So the arrow must be electron bonding here. 2 electron will give directly toward to the carbon atom. So finalize, this carbon consists a pair of the electron. It will become negatively charged and we can call carbanion while lithium become positively charged. So the stabilization of the carbanion according to the presence of the alkyl group. So we can conclude the more the alkyl group, it will destabilize the carbanion. So the tertiary alkyl group, R means we can call the alkyl group. Tertiary alkyl group will destabilize the carbanion. So tertiary is less stable compared to the secondary, primary and also the methyl. Okay. So we try to the example first. Okay, I choose example A and also the example C only. Okay. So we are start homolysis C2H6. If I convert into the expanded structure, 2 carbon atom covalently bond with the 6 atom of the hydrogen. When we compare the electronegativity of the carbon and hydrogen, electronegative carbon and hydrogen are almost same. So, the cleavage occur 2 part. First, either carbon and hydrogen. Second part, either carbon and carbon. So, I show the first here. If the cleavage occur at carbon and hydrogen, so we must to show the cleavage and the product can be formed. Half-headed will become to the first carbon and second for the hydrogen. So final product akan terhasil unpair for carbon plus unpair of the hydrogen. So this is our first structure. Okay. If the second structure, number 2, the cleavage homolytic can be formed and the product can be formed the unpair for the first carbon and unpair for the second carbon. So this we can call homolytic cleavage, but this occur must be the presence of the UV. Okay, and what happened to the equation C? Heterolytic cleavage between these molecules. So when I expand here, carbon, the more electronegative element consists is the oxygen. So the polar bond occur between C and O. So, and the rest, I just draw the methyl group attached to the focus on the carbon atom. Efficiency. So, I show the cleavage occur. So, the covalent bond occur for this part. So, what happened? Carbon and oxygen is more electronegative. So, the two electron here directly given to the oxygen atom. So, finalize, the product can be formed. Carbon does not enough of the electron. So the rest side are same. So no electron plus oxygen OH, but O will have 2 electron directly. And this OH become negative charge, finalized carbon become positively charged, and this species we can label as a carbocation. So, heterolytic cleavage must be formed positive and negatively charged, while homolytic cleavage, the product can be formed neutral species. Okay, so we try to learn about who is our reagent involved in the chemical reaction in organic. So our reagent, basically we have a electrophile and nucleophile, and another one we have a free radical species. Okay, we focus first electrophile. Okay, this electrophile, the character must be have less electron. So, we can call this species electron deficient, and this species have ability to accept electron pair toward itself. Basically, electrophile must be positively charged species. So the example, all the positive charge ion or carbocation or Lewis acid, and also the oxidizing. If the chemical reaction occur, you must be identify this is our reagent. Okay, while this example site of a chemical reaction. If the site of chemical reaction are electrophile site, means these sites must be have lower electron density. So it must be considered according to the polar bond. So for example, between C and O, so the less electron density occur at carbon. So mean at carbon, chemical reaction takes place. Site of reaction. Okay. For example, covalently bond carbon and halogen. So this carbon we can classify our site of chemical reaction. So electrophile site must be the positively charged site ataupun the partially positively charged site. So if the hydroxyl compound, the chemical reaction must be occur at a carbon. So, if the species is nucleophile, vice versa for electrophile, nucleophile must be have rich in electron. So, if the species rich of the electron, the process involved, they will donate the electron pair. So, the species of them must be negatively charged ion. If carbon, they are carbanion, carbon charge negative. Lewis base. Who is our Lewis base? This Lewis base, your species must be have at least lone pair toward the atom inside the molecule. For example, nitrogen consists lone pair. Water also lone pair at oxygen. H to S. means S, hydrogen, hydrogen, two lone pair at sulfur. So if we have the atom consists a lone pair, we can classify as a Lewis base, reducing agent. And so the fourth part here is the reagent. If they are nucleophile sites, it must be the carbon multiple bond, either double bond or triple. Okay, so we focus to the example 1. Classify the following species given, either electrophile or nucleophile. Explain your choice. So the first question, the species is negative. If negative, so this we can call nucleophile site, nucleophile species, because this species consists higher electron density. So AlCl3 will become electrophile species because this is Lewis acid. Silicon chloride, SiCl4, so this is nucleophile species because it will supplies the chloride ion. Cl plus is electrophile. Ammonia, Lewis base, is nucleophile. HBr, it can supply the H plus or Br, so it can supply H plus ion, it will become the electrophile species.